I am so excited to announce that you can now book a private reading with me all on your own. Just go to my calendar, see what dates and times I have available, send over your payment at Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, and you will receive a confirmation email from me with your official appointment. Looking forward to doing readings for y'all. Hello, everyone. It looks like we got quite a few people in here. Queen Resilient, hello and welcome in. Amy, welcome back. Hi, Queen. Hey, Terry. Yes, so that's something that I've recently started, is a way to schedule private readings with me. All you have to do is click the link in the link tree, and it brings you to my Calendly calendar, and it shows you all of my availabilities. You schedule in 20-minute increments, and all of the pricing information is there for you when you make your appointment, so that way you can determine how long you want to schedule for. And I believe you can book out up to 60 days at a time. Yes, I definitely agree. Thank you. I wanted to make it more accessible, easier for all of us, so that way you can pick your time, all that jazz. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the free reads really quickly. Hi, MA. All right, so Amy says, has Jacob been missing me intimately as well, besides just missing me in general? Please show me a yes or no for Amy. Please show me a yes or a no for Amy. I am getting a yes, the Justice card. He is, yes. Queen, will I have any new love connections this year? I am getting a maybe Two of Wands. This could be deciding between two people or two options, but I feel like it's about a decision that you have to make. The Two of Wands talk about choices. So that to me feels like options. Not really sure. But yeah, I'm getting a maybe. Tara Lynn. This is a tough one. I don't really think so, Terry. I'm getting two no's, Eight of Cups and Eight of Swords. Not really. I don't think he really is. Linda. I am getting a yes, Three of Cups. MA, I am getting a yes. Knight of Cups. Queen Resilient, that sounds good. Thank you. Okay, Terry, perfect. Since I have a couple of extra people in here now that I didn't have before, I'm going to go ahead and share my ad again.
I'm so excited to announce that you can now book a private reading with me all on your own. Just go to my calendar, see what dates and times I have available, send over your payment at Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, and you will receive a confirmation email from me with your official appointment. Looking forward to doing readings for y'all.
Next up, we have Beautiful Love. You're welcome, MA. Oh. Beautiful Love. Beautiful Love. I just had a bunch of cards fall out of the deck at one time, so. All right, the yes just shot out of the deck. 6 of Pentacles. What do you expect for the rest of July for Emily? Page of Pentacles, good news in earthly matters. That could be career, finances, material abundance, solid beginnings, setting goals for the rest of the month to, I guess, for maybe how you want August to look. This is opportunities to increase your income or savings. Being open-minded, maybe reading literature, books, learning something new. You could also be negotiating a higher salary or a better opportunity for yourself. Yeah, that's what I've got. Shelly Lard, welcome back. You're welcome, Emily. Shelly, I am getting a no. 5 of Pentacles. This can indicate poor planning, maybe not enough like financial investment, or not having extra income to dedicate towards something like this. If it requires money out of your pocket, maybe it requires more learning, more advancing. Maybe it just requires more time, but ultimately right now I'm getting a no. Ooh. What's coming up for the rest of July for Medea? Thank you, beautiful love. I'll update the donation list momentarily. So, Medea, I have like either you with the Seven of Swords and the King of Swords in reverse. I have either you have someone around you who you can't really trust, who's kind of sneaky, does things secretly, um, generally like self-centered or self-motivated, um, or this could be your energy for the rest of July is just focusing on yourself and not really worrying about what's going on around you, keeping to yourself, not sharing a lot with other people, just being very private and cautious. So I'm not sure how that would resonate for you, but basically, if you feel like there's someone in your life that can't really be trusted, or you can't really expect much from them to extend in your direction, that could just be acknowledgement of that or confirmation. But if really that doesn't ring a bell, that doesn't make much sense, then it's likely talking about you and you being more reserved and keeping to yourself for the rest of the month. All right, so we have 3 minutes left before the free list closes for returning viewers. While I work on the donation list, I'm just going to run this little infomercial again because I don't know who's in here and who's seen it.
I am so excited to announce that you can now book a private reading with me all on your own. Just go to my calendar, see what dates and times I have available, send over your payment at Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, and you will receive a confirmation email from me with your official appointment. Looking forward to doing readings for y'all.
So it looks like Queen Resilient is first on my list for what I believe to be a 6-card reading. Next on the list, we have Terry. And then after Terry, we have Beautiful Love. Terry, how would you break that down? Are we doing 2 minis? Oh my goodness. That question's very crazy. All right, let's see. I am getting a no, thank God. I'm getting a no, 9 of Swords. You could be putting yourself in a predicament. Maybe it's kind of risky behavior, but I don't think that it's going to go that far. Haley. Will I get a job if I apply for a sales position? Please show me a yes or a no for Haley. Haley, I am getting a yes, 7 of Pentacles. This would be a good place to invest. Queen, do you want to do a 6-card reading? because you donated enough to get a 6-card reading. And in the 6 card, I will answer questions like, what is he telling you, or the impression that he's giving the connection, what he's really thinking about you, how he feels about you deep down, his true intentions, are there any outside influences and blocks, and his energy towards you. So this is like a 6-card spread between you and Junior. So if you like those questions, I can do a 6 card. Otherwise, I can just pull 6 cards for your question in particular. All right, so 6 card for Junior and Queen, please. No, you're fine, Queen. No worries. I'm just shuffling. Thank you all for liking the live stream. Please make sure, if you don't plan to hang around, or if you're on your way out, you do that. That would be greatly appreciated by me. How is Junior feeling? All right. So what is he telling her? What's the impression he's giving off to the connection? What is he really thinking about her? How does he feel about her deep down? What are his true intentions? Are there any outside influences or blocks? What is his energy towards her overall? Junior and Queen Resilient. Honey, Bodhi looks so cute. All right. Okay, so Queen, they are saying that someone is getting in the way of this connection. It seems like an outside person. But because it's being presented by the Four of Pentacles, it makes me feel like there's no communication between him and this person. It's more like residual feelings or residual like unresolved shit that he's dealing with, because the Four of Pentacles typically is more reserved, more like he's keeping to himself, he's not being social. But they are telling me that there is an outside block here or an outside influence over this connection. So I asked if it was someone in particular because I want to know, like, is this all in his head or is this like a specific person? And I am getting that he's still invested in another situation right now. Um, as far as what is he telling you, like the impression that he's giving you, King of Wands, is he's trying to look like he has his shit together. Now I think deep down you're an intuitive person and you know that that's not actually true. He may have even opened up to you about some things that he's dealing with, but I think that overall he's trying to give off that he's okay. He's trying to give off that he's fine, nothing ever bothers him, that he's in charge, confident, doing his own thing. And as far as what he's really thinking about you deep down, is there is the Nine of Swords. So your connection still affects him. It impacts him often. He feels like either torn or divided loyalty, or really anxious about this. This is something that like consumes him and he overthinks about it quite a bit, and it's almost starting to like affect his like psyche a little bit. I feel like maybe it's guilt, maybe it's confusion, I'm not sure, but it's essentially like very overwhelming for him. um how he feels about you deep down, we have the Six of Swords. So this talks about him feeling like he needs to move forward into an easier time. um I feel like he wants your life to be easy. I feel like he doesn't want to hold you back or drag you down. He wants things to be easy for the both of you. I feel like he's moving forward here, or trying to move forward, or allowing you to move forward even. It doesn't mean moving on, but it just means like he is trying to give you that space. Um, because I feel like he almost is he's almost expressing like your life is better off without him because he's too complicated, is kind of how he's coming across right now. His true intentions, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So I think generally speaking right now, he's just focusing on himself, working on himself. He may even be legitimately like literally working, and focusing a lot of his attention on his career or his money path, his finances, things of that sort, like the things that he's responsible for day to day. He could be using that as a distraction for what's going on right now. But I generally feel like he's just focusing on, I suppose, what he feels is going to better his life. His overall energy towards you, we have the Knight of Swords. So this is a heart-centered card. This means that he still does have a lot of love, admiration, and feelings for you here. Um, this is wanting to take action. This is wanting progress with you. Now, the only thing about the Knight of Swords, because it is a positive card, hearing that someone wants to take action with you and have progress with you is a good thing. Although the general like vibe of this card is that he's not really thinking it through, that he could act rashly, hastily, impulsively, and therefore it's more of like a static-y, unstable connection. So you know, like when you're talking to someone and you have bad service, it's like that. It's like you can hear certain things he's saying, but you can't hear everything. It's an in and out vibe. It's not really grounded. It's not a landline. There's a lot of static. And so I feel like it could be hard to feel like this connection is really moving in the right direction, because he's not thinking through everything. He's just acting on impulse. Although I do feel like he has intentions to come back around. If you guys are not in communication, he has intentions to come back around. Terry, I'm ready for you to post. Thank you, Queen. Just want to know, what is Xavier and his sibling Joe talking about when it comes to me? You're welcome. So, Terry, it looks like we're doing 2 minis. Is that correct? Okay. So, Terry, I don't feel like his sibling Joe, I asked specifically like if Joe is a bad influence on this connection, and I am getting a no, so that's good. So likely Joe is more wanting Xavier to be happy. There's a lot of like not so great cards here. So I'm trying to interpret that in a way that would make sense, because I highly doubt they're talking bad about you. But I feel like maybe he talks to Joe very openly, honestly, and like direct. And I feel like he really bears his truth to Joe when he has these conversations about you. And I don't know if you ever watched the show This Is Us, but they have this game. 2 of the characters who are married, they have this game. Randall and his wife, I think it is. And they basically play a game where it's like, what's the worst possible thing that can happen? What's the worst possible thing that can happen? And it helps them put things into perspective. So I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but essentially I feel like he does this with Joe. He basically talks about the worst possible outcome, the worst possible thing that could happen when it comes to you, because he is trying to regulate his emotions when it comes to you. He's trying to navigate through how he feels. And so he will tell Joe things like, well, what if it doesn't work out? What if I get my heart broken? What if this? What if that? And Joe is here to try to kind of help bring him back, put him back into perspective, and say, like, this isn't the same as that. This isn't, just because you experienced this before doesn't mean it's going to happen again. I feel like Joe really is trying to help him, talk him off the ledge, if that makes sense. Like, she's trying to bring him back down from the edge, trying to help him put things into perspective, because I think that Xavier does have the tendency to think negatively about things. He comes by it honestly. It's understandable, but I think that he gets worried like very, very easily. So the cards we have are the 5 of Cups, the Hanged Man, the 4 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. And then we have a fairly positive card, the Knight of Swords here. But I think, something you said triggered him last night. But yeah, he's not upset with you or anything, but I feel like it might have gotten him down. It might have disappointed him or got him down, got him feeling down in the dumps. But I feel like as far as like what they talk about is it's It's a lot of stuff, but it's not specific details. It's more talking about how he feels and if he's thinking negatively. It's Joe trying to kind of talk him out of I'm so sorry. Talk him out of these big feelings that Xavier is having, where he's feeling dissatisfied or disappointed or let down or upset or he's thinking negatively. They have very serious like conversations. That doesn't mean that it's not lighthearted, but I feel like he has this perpetual fear of getting heartbroken and I don't know why. And I don't feel like he has this huge ego either, but I do feel like he's got a little one, he's got a baby one, and sometimes you might say things because the things you say hold so much weight to him, it affects him deeper than if anyone else were to say it. What is your second question? Next up after Terry, we have Beautiful Love. All right, Terry, I'm going to shuffle for you in just a second. All right, his feelings towards Terry. You're talking about Xavier, right? You want Xavier's feelings towards you? Xavier's current feelings towards Terry, please. Xavier's current feelings towards Terry. Xavier's current feelings towards Terry. Terry, friends and lovers is what he's saying. You are his friend, you are his someone he's affectionate with, wants to be affectionate with. The one thing that I saw is that Terry, you're a very straightforward, direct type of person, and the things that you say to him is great. But also keep in mind too, sometimes you can come off a little bit critical because of your direct nature. And it's kind of like when you see such an easy when you see such an easy solution to something, you think it's glaringly obvious because it is, and it comes so naturally to you to see what needs to be done. But we also have to keep in mind that, like, for him, he's not like that. He doesn't see things as easily as you do. And occasionally it could feel like dating a therapist or something. Like, he doesn't want to necessarily always be analyzed, right? He wants to just enjoy his time with you. But for you, you're thinking, well, I have a simple solution, or I have a simple answer, I have simple advice, and it's just so obvious. But for him, it's not. And I think for him, he just wants to enjoy his time with you. He wants to just, have good times. And I think it doesn't always have to be something super deep. Even though you affect him, you do trigger him to grow. He wants more of that, like, fun side that you guys have had. He's wanting more of, like, that connection that y'all had, that, like, peeks through sometimes, like the sun through the trees. He's looking for less of an analysis on him and more of a connection, like, in so it's like for him, he sees so much value, but I think he's just looking for more of that, like, lighthearted fun. This connection has a tendency to get serious very easily, very quickly, and so it's time to bring a little bit more fun back into the situation. And it's not just up to him. I mean, not just up to you to do that, it's up to him too. But he does feel a lot of love. He does feel like you guys have good communication, more than most, especially with, like, how quickly you guys have been able to be honest with each other. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups here does make me feel like he wants to continue this. This is just the beginning. Yeah, but that's what I've got as far as, like, feelings for you, is like friends and lovers, and good conversation, but also feelings. And there is a balance here, and it's really nice. I think that he just wants to bring more fun to the connection. He does feel like you guys are a good match. I have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords here. And he does feel like fulfilled by your relationship. I don't really see him walking away or going anywhere. But if you can dial it back a little bit with, like, maybe the criticism or the conversation, or like, approach things differently that are a little bit more sensitive, because I feel like he's just feeling some type of way lately. Hey, SB. Oh, nice. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, that's your old YouTube, right? YouTube account.
I'm so excited to announce that you can now book a private reading with me all on your own. Just go to my calendar, see what dates and times I have available, send over your payment at Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, and you will receive a confirmation email from me with your official appointment. Looking forward to doing readings for y'all.
10-card reading and a yes/no question. Sounds perfect, beautiful love. Let me know when you're ready to start. I wish I could, but I'm a strong-minded person. Terry, I do agree. You are. And you don't necessarily have to change who you are about yourself, but if you want the relationship to work, and if you guys are completely different people, we do have to approach things with a little bit more tact, a little bit more sensitivity and understanding. Unless you want someone else that it can handle, the level of intensity. All right, so we have a 10 card for Sarah and 2 minis. Got it. I know it. You're welcome, Terry. Thank you for stopping by. What is hubby going to do and say when he does reach out in a couple of months? So he will probably kind of indirectly apologize, beautiful love. Like, I don't know if he's actually going to say the words, I'm sorry, but I do feel like he's going to come to you and say, like, I didn't mean to hurt you. Like, I was just trying to have the upper hand. I was trying to basically make it seem like I don't need you. I clearly, like, basically, I feel like he's saying, like, I clearly do need you. Like, I clearly do need someone. But I struggle with like intimacy, and I struggle with communication, and I struggle with holding my own. And so he's going to tell you that he just was immature, and that he was just trying to win. He was just trying to irritate you, make you mad, make you uncomfortable, because he's just a kind of like, at the time, was like a miserable person. I feel like he wanted more credit than what he deserved, and he would probably acknowledge that he was doing the bare minimum or less than, but he was expecting you to treat him like a king, like a husband, like a partner, like an equal partner, and he didn't earn that. And I think that's something that would be acknowledged here. He would basically say, I put you through hell. He'd basically say, like, you didn't deserve what I put you through. That you were stressed out and you needed someone there to support you and help you, and I just made you feel alone, and I made you feel like you had to do it alone. I also rejected you, and I rejected your advancements towards me, your pursuits towards me, and that wasn't fair to you. He would say, I am working on myself. He would say it doesn't feel like his life doesn't feel right. Like, he's so used to you being around and being a part of his life that, like, things haven't felt really right since then. Let's see, how many cards is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I pulled an extra card for you, just to make sure that the message was complete. So that is what I have in regards to that. He is going to need to do a lot of growing up and a lot of changing. And I worry a little bit that he might just say what you want to hear, just because maybe he's wanting something. But I think that he knows that you're serious. I think that he knows you're not playing any games. and that it's going to require a lot from him to get you back. And so I really do hope that he is growing throughout this process, like he would say he did. What is your yes no question? Yeah, I completely get that. Okay, let's ask. Like, basically, you want to know if, like, he comes back, is he just going to be saying what he thinks you want to hear, or will he be serious in making these changes? Spirit, is he just saying, would he just be saying what she wants to hear? Or would he be serious about making these changes? Would he just be saying what she wants to hear? Or would he be serious about making these changes? Beautiful love. I am getting that he's more likely to say what you want to hear versus making the changes. I have a yes for would he just be saying what you want to hear. I have a no for would he be really serious about making these changes. I feel like you might feel it momentarily. The Ace of Pentacles is here, so it's him reaching out to you, extending an olive branch, trying to make amends with you, make you feel special, make you feel important. Although habits die hard, and I do feel I see him retreating to his old ways. It may not happen immediately, but eventually he will go back to the same patterns that you guys had before because that's familiar, that's easy, that's comfortable. I see you having to stand your ground yet again, be protective and defensive of your energy, feeling a challenge, feeling like you have to kind of stand your ground and fight for your corner yet again. I feel like he wouldn't be telling you everything that is truthful. He would be essentially on the outside very kind and loving and affectionate, but deep down the strength, but deep down the moon, he would be having like an agenda here. He still wants to be treated like an emperor without acting like one, without earning that title. He wants to be treated well. And I'm getting here with the High Priestess that it's really important that you focus on your gut. It's very important that you trust your intuition here. you walk away from that conversation with him months from now, whenever it happens, do you feel sick? Do you feel sick to your stomach? Do you feel like, even if you feel happy or you like what he had to say, are you having a physical reaction to what he's saying? Because it's very important that you follow the guidance of your physical body as well as your own intuition. I think honestly, he just is going to keep getting better at making you believe things that are untrue. I think that he's just going to, all he does every time he disappoints you is just get better and better at lying to you. He gets better and better at telling you what you want to hear. He gets better at reading what it is you want from him. He gets better at figuring out what it is that he's lacking so that way he can get you back but not really do something about it. I think every time he disappoints you, it's almost like he gets stronger because he understands more about what it is you want so he can manipulate the situation. I wish that his words would be true. I wish what I saw in the last reading about what would he say or do was accurately like a representation of him changing and him growing and him learning. But I feel more so than anything, it's just going to keep being the same thing. He's just getting better at making you believe it than he was before. And that's what's hard. I know it. Yeah, I know. SB, we are ready for you. What are your questions? I have you down for a 10 card and 2 minis. Beautiful love. Yes, you can donate for another question. I don't have a time limit right now, so you can donate as much as you want. The donations are still open. Sounds good. Beautiful love. Go ahead and post your yes, no question. SB, that's the $5. Okay, got it. I'm going to finish up Beautiful Love's last yes or no question right now, and then we'll be moving on to yours, SB. Does Jonathan like me? That Saturday, I didn't know why my BFF's mom brought her coworker to go with me. Oh my gosh. She's kind of upset with me because I didn't talk to him, and I told her I wasn't interested. Okay, let's see. Is Jonathan interested in Beautiful Love? Please show me a yes or a no. Is Jonathan interested in Beautiful Love? Please show me a yes or a no. I am getting a no. I have 2 no's. I have the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. Those are both no's for me. I think he went into this kind of blind as well. So I don't know if maybe it was your disinterest that turned him off, or if he just generally isn't interested, but I am getting a no. said he's a sweetheart, and that night he told her that I know a lot of people and I didn't even get a chance for him to talk to me. Oh, yes. Okay, so he might just be generally turned off by the fact that he, like, you know, you weren't interested, and so he kind of just let that go. I think possibly that answer would change if he had the chance to get to know you. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I think you might be right. Thank you, beautiful love. All right, so we have a $5 reading, question number 1, the mini. You're welcome, beautiful love. Shuffling for SB now. Okay, SB, take your time with it because I'll be working on these ones that you posted. All right, so SB, the first thing that I heard when shuffling is that it's a stepping stone for you. It's not where you're going to end up. It is just that initial place to learn some things, build your resume, get yourself acclimated with a new situation, but it's not something that is going to be incredibly long lasting. Now, when I say that, I don't mean you'll leave within months or a year. I mean, it could be years, but it's not. It's more like just a stepping stone, right? It's more just to kind of get you to where you're eventually supposed to end up. I see with the Two of Swords that you do feel a little bit indifferent. I think that it's a contender. I think that it might be your ultimate choice that you make. But I don't feel like it's something that you're gonna like crave it. Like you're not gonna go to work and be like, oh my god, I love it so much here. Like I never want to not work here. I feel like there are going to be some aspects to it that you're like, okay, this is essentially just to get my foot in the door. This is essentially just to get me where I can feel like I have something substantial to add to my experience. I have the 5 of Cups, so it is kind of indicating to me that you will eventually leave. Oh my goodness. I feel like it provides the resources that you need. There will be some adapting here. You might have some ups and downs. But this will help you. This will help you build your resume that you're looking to do. I feel like this is a time for you to be very, is the word astute maybe? Like basically perceptive, observe, that kind of thing. I feel like this is a time for you to learn, soak up all the knowledge that you can. What's coming towards SB in love? What's coming towards SB in love? All right, they're showing a love offer. A love that is loyal, lasting, and practical. So a good life partner, a good person to live with. Let me keep pulling. I feel like the message isn't fully here yet. I do have the Wheel of Fortune. This does indicate like karma. So essentially all of the good that you've done, it's coming back to you. The Wheel of Fortune a lot of times to me indicates past lives because we carry into each world or in new incarnation, I should say, karma. So this could be a person that you have a soul contract with. This could be something where once you've learned certain lessons, like in your last life, now you get to enjoy this love in this life. But it definitely feels good. It feels solid. It feels easier. It feels happier. It feels not confusing at all. It feels generous. Oh my God. And as I say all these things, we also have the 10 of Cups. So as we all know, the 10 of Cups is where you feel aligned with someone else. You feel in harmony, like everything's in balance and everything's a fairy tale and everything's perfect. This card indicates marriage, family, happy domestic life, long-term relationships, security and stability, happily ever after. I feel like it's possible that if you're, well, I don't know why. I heard children, but it was very faint. It was very quiet, very vague. So I don't know if you plan on having additional children or anything like that, expanding your family. But I think this would be someone that you would do that with if that's the case. Oh, right, right. Love life, it says good news coming to you. Good news, good sense, an attractive magnetic quality around you right now. Finding that balance in a relationship you're looking for. We also have the 4 of Wands, which again, happy families, taking things to the next level, commitment, feeling of togetherness. The Fool is a new start. So I feel like this is with someone brand spanking new. I don't think that I don't think this is someone you know. Nice. Well, what's great is that you have the 2 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So if someone does come into your life already with a child, this will be a very easy transition to blend those families together. Did you remember what your last 5-card reading is? You'd only want them to have one kid. You're like, you can have one child, that's it. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Because if it's more than one kid, it's more higher chances that he has kids with multiple people versus just the one. It does make things a little more complicated as well, just because when you're dating with a kid, you add more kids to that mix, it can make things harder because maybe one kid likes you, one kid doesn't. It's just like you up the chances for more complications, but you also increase the chances of more love. So it really all just depends. I guess you'd have to see how crazy you are about this person to determine what your threshold is. Oh, nice. I have another subscriber on this channel, and she's a home health. I don't know if it's a home health aide or a nurse. I think it's a nurse, but she works through home health as well, and she really enjoys it. I don't know if you'd be working like at the houses or if you would be working more like the admin side of things, but I hear a lot of people enjoy working in the home health industry. Let's see what the cards have to say. How would S be like working at Palmyra Home Health? Oh, this is weird. Whew. You have the Strength card and the Tower that came out at the exact same time. Strength is 8, Tower is 16. 8 plus 8 is 16. And the Strength card, I flipped that over first, so we're going to go with that. But it's indicating that it might be, I don't know, is this good for her or not? Show me a yes or no. Is this good for her? Yeah, they're showing that it is good for you. So I don't think it's necessarily disguised or anything as like something way better than it actually is. I think every detail that you get, you have to take with a grain of salt because you're really not going to know until you get up in there, if you know what I mean. But I feel like this is better for you financially in the long run. So, for example, this place might be offering you less money up front, possibly. Again, this is just an example. However, long term, this is going to offer you more stability because there's more chances for raises than somewhere else, or there's more chances for more hours than somewhere else. So even if it doesn't look like right off the bat the details are as good as like another place, you might be more geared towards like say taking a higher paying job but it might not last but 2 or 3 months, whereas this place you'd have more longevity. So Spirit's kind of saying keep in mind your financial future as well. Take something that's like more consistent. So anyways, I don't know what the details are for this specific job, but I'm kind of hearing like it would be better for her long term financially. It would provide more consistency for her long term. Now, it's not to say that they might not offer you a great salary immediately, but I'm just hearing like generally long term, it's better for you. You feel more accomplished here. You feel more lucky, more fortunate here. I think also this place is generally more innovative than your typical home health would be. They probably update their software quicker, or they'll change a way of doing something that doesn't really you haven't really seen somewhere else. So you can learn like a lot more like advanced progressive type of information and skills and things like that, and have access to more progressive resources or something along those lines. It's like something, it almost feels like they do things differently but better, and it's not stuff that you would see or learn somewhere else at this place. So it would be good for you to have this knowledge to learn from this. So yeah, I feel like it's good. I mean, I definitely feel like it might be the better choice for you actually than the other one. But you also have to see, like, do both places offer you the job? Do both places, have similar competitive benefits, things like that to make your decision. But I think overall, I think you'd be happier here at this place. All right, guys, I am going to run to the restroom really quick.
I am so excited to announce that you can now book a private reading with me all on your own. Just go to my calendar, see what dates and times I have available, send over your payment at Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, and you will receive a confirmation email from me with your official appointment. Looking forward to doing readings for y'all.
Hey y'all, I am back. Thank you for waiting for me to do my business. Sarah, I am ready for you. Thank you again for the additional donation. For those of you who are just joining us, our donations are open. We're just kind of hanging out. It's a pretty chill day. I don't really have a time frame to get off of here necessarily. I do have plans with my sister and my family tonight. But other than that, it's pretty casual. So if anyone's interested in donating, feel free to do that. I'm not in a huge hurry or anything to get out of here. So SB, whenever you're ready, you can post your question for your mini reading. And while I wait, I'm just going to sit here and eat some watermelon. Hey baby, when do we have to do loader box again? Sarah, if you're in here, we're calling ya. I know that you donated for a mini, but you can post your question. For everyone else, donations are open. We're just hanging out. Okay, let's take a look. All right, where will she meet this love interest? Where will she meet this love interest? Where will she meet this love interest? So one of the things they're showing me 10 of Wands. It could be at work. It could be somewhere where you feel like you're working your life away. And Justice also can be that as well. But Justice card kind of talks about like like at a courthouse, or like they deal with the court, so like DMV, they might work for the government. Kind of feeling like a bank a little bit somewhere in there, but let me keep pulling. Where will she meet this person? So far, it all seems pretty serious. It seems pretty serious, like you're gonna meet this person somewhere that you kind of just have to handle, like need to do tasks. Where is she gonna meet this person? Jesus, like a doctor's office maybe? It feels very serious. So I'm gonna give you an example of a location spread that I have where they talk about different places you can potentially meet someone. And you got the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and the Justice card. This indicates a hospital, a doctor's office, a dentist, acupuncture, holistic healing, 10 of Wands, somewhere that you work or you feel enslaved. And then the Justice card talks about like things that have to do with law, like the government and things like that, like banks, institutions, so on and so forth. But all of those things together seem like it's not like, oh, you're just gonna meet at a circus or like an arcade room or something like that. It seems like you're meeting somewhere very realistic, very, very serious. Like, yeah, something along those lines. You said you date a doctor. That's funny. That's a good profession to date, for sure, for sure. You also have the Queen of Pentacles, which also has to do with finances as well. The Queen of Pentacles can indicate anywhere that has to do with your children, and it has to do with your home and your job. So we've already talked about your job. I guess the last place I would say would be kind of like a play date, like a place where your kids would go to hang out, like a playground or a group, parent group play date situation, or like a daycare, a nursery, something along those lines where you might meet through your kids as well. So those are a couple different options. But again, that has the same similar theme. It's not anywhere fun or exciting. It's just somewhere practical where you would meet this person due to something that needs to get done in your day-to-day life. You had a lot of pentacles, so it could also have to do with, like, if we're talking serious day-to-day stuff, it could be like shopping, you know, groceries, things like that, things that you use money to provide for yourself and for your family. It talks about material items, so I would say the store is another option. It feels like it's going to be an organic meeting. It doesn't feel like it's something that you have to go out of your way to set up. So I don't think it's something that's going to happen like necessarily with like a friend setting you up or you going on like a dating site or something like that. I think it's more like a you meet in person organically kind of thing. It just happens. You're going to the courthouse this month? What the heck? I'll be starting a new job this month. I have to go to the court this month in August. And my son starts kindergarten. Well, damn, girl, you're setting yourself up. You're setting yourself up for this meeting. Are you kidding me? Keep an eye out. You're welcome, SB. Sarah, have a lovely rest of your day. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and do a last call for readings. I did that before, or sorry, I did not do that yesterday, and someone was like, I was just about to donate. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll do a last call just so that doesn't happen to anyone else. So essentially, speak now or forever hold your peace until the next time. If you would like to make a donation with me before I sign off, go ahead and let me know in the chat and get those donations sent over. I'll give it like another minute or two and then I'll probably go ahead and just sign off. I'm so tired today, y'all. So tired. Like, I can barely keep my eyes open and I'm supposed to go socialize. And I'm just so tired.
You know what I just thought about, babe? That your job is called work. And my thought process is that maybe we shouldn't call it work. Maybe we should call it something else. It doesn't sound so bad. Because maybe we're spelling ourselves into a situation. Because if you call it work, then you're telling the universe that you want work when you go to work. Do you know what I mean? So maybe we should call it like fun house, fun time. I don't know, I'm just making something up. But you know what I mean? Maybe we should call it to that thing I do Monday through Friday.
Fun house, fun time.
Anything but work or anything but a job. Or we should just say, I'm going to my career. Just say that. Just say, I'm going to my career today. Or I'm going to career today. I don't fucking know. All I know is, why are we spelling ourselves into more work? Because our words are very important. So if we say we're going to work, the universe is like, yep, that's right. You are going to work. You are going to work today. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
So you're going to career tomorrow. You're not going to work. You're not going to your job.
Okay.
You're not going to hell. You're going to your career. Fun house, fun time. Yeah. We gotta stop calling it what we don't want it to be. Right? He entertains me. He entertains my little antics. All right. I hope y'all have a lovely rest of your night, and I will see you next time. Bye. I am so excited to announce that you can now book a private reading with me all on your own. Just go to my calendar, see what dates and times I have available, send over your payment at Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, and you will receive a confirmation email from me with your official appointment. Looking forward to doing readings for y'all.